Hey guys, so what I wanted to do was I just want to do a little bit of a follow-up video from my teardown video. We're just gonna go over the upgrades that I did to this refurbished iMac, and yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. So thanks for joining, guys. So this is the refurbished iMac that I purchased a couple of videos ago. I had done a teardown and upgraded the iMac from a 512 to a 2 terabyte, as well as upgraded from the stock 8 gigabytes to 40 gigabytes of RAM. And so here are my specs. Again, this is a refurbished iMac, and what we did was we did work on the RAM, and we did work on the hard drive, which is pretty much here. So originally it was 512. We updated this bad boy to 2 terabytes. So that's great. And yeah, so it was an interesting project. My biggest thing, as you guys probably know, is I love speed, and our speed tester here. And as you can see, the write speed and the read speed are pretty great for this new hard drive that we installed. So don't think we lost anything. And we go to their website again. If we compare what we've done with this machine versus if we bought it stock, it's quite amazing how much money we've saved here. So this is the iMac that I got right now. Again, guys, if you haven't realized, I am Canadian, so yeah, don't be shocked by the price. Things are always more expensive in Canada. So this is what we got, and this is the base model in a sense for the iMac that I got. And what I did was, for just an extra 120, I got the 512. So basically, this is the price of the iMac, rightfully so. Again, I did get a refurbished, but for all intents and purposes, follow my thought process here. So this is basically what we had. And then, of course, I upgraded the hard drive to 2 terabytes. So off the bat, we increased the value by over $700, right? And then, of course, I have 40 gigs of RAM. So again, over $700. I recognize mine is refurbished, but again, I could have easily just bought, net new, and I don't think I would have been any worse off, right? So this is actually what we ended up getting. This is exactly what we have in currency right now. I don't think there's any major differences between the iMacs that are being produced currently versus the iMacs that were being produced in March 2019. I'm pretty sure all the specs are the same. Pretty much that's what we did. So we went from 3,200 basically, and we upgraded this bad boy to about, over $6,500, $4,500. So I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Again, go back to these specs. Right, 3.7, 2019, iMac, 40 gigs of RAM, Radeon Pro 580X, 8 gigs of RAM. And like I said, happy to say everything is working perfectly. Here is my actual Sabrent that I installed. Again, everything looks good. No issues with the Sabrent. And things are fast. Things are perfect. No issues. As I said, the speeds are great. Again, I'm all about the speeds. All about just getting that really quick read-write speed, and look at that, that's, it doesn't get any better than that. So and again, I keep talking about the 2 terabyte, but just want to show you real quickly. here it is. This is the 2 terabyte that I installed. And again, price is very great, right? $389. So just imagine we went to Apple's website and to 2 terabyte there was over $700. And so this is the one that I got. And yeah, under $400. And it's working perfectly. Right? You're right. Exceptional value. Some of the other things that I did get to get this to work on the Mac is I got this as well. So I said this in my other video. But again, this is the adapter that I ended up using. Actually, you know what? Both of them actually work. So this one works. I use this one. And basically this is what allows me to connect the traditional NVMe SSD into a Mac PCIe slot, because the pinouts are different for Mac versus PCs. But another one that actually worked just fine was this one as well. Not quite sure which one's newer, which one is better. I don't know. This one costs maybe a couple of dollars more, but this one works as well. This one works just fine. Again, the only challenge with this one that I had was, see this little screw? This screw is very short. So when you have this thing, which is pretty thick, and then you have the actual hard drive on top of this, the screw needs to be a little bit longer. And so I didn't have a longer screw, wasn't interested in trying to find another screw, so I just basically said screw it, and I ended up going with this one right here, right? Because this one doesn't require any, it's just this little piece, so it doesn't have that long backing that the other one had. That's it. And I'm going to talk about it in another video, but I actually purchased this, and you might be asking, well, what is this? Well, what this is, it actually allows me to take my 500 gigabyte RAM, or not RAM, SSD that I took out of the iMac, and now it allows me to use it as external storage. So it's, it's a really great purchase. It's a really great investment. So now, again, I'll talk about another video, but I'm now using my 512 gigabyte hard drive SSD that I took out of the iMac, and I'm using it as storage. It's really great, has great specs, has great speed, and we'll get into that in another video. But that's pretty much it. That's the end of the Mac journey. Well, in terms of the hardware upgrades, and yeah, everything's working perfect. All right, leave a comment, subscribe, peace.